created this ebook using a feature called Word Genius.
Hi, I am Sammy of Sammy's World, and today I will be reacting to Mrs. Pat's interview with Shannon Sharp and the portion that she speaks about Joe Rogan and how he stepped up to help her in her career when others would not. So please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm going to go ahead and start this now.
This Pat, let me ask you this. For your audience, if you got do you change your set for a white audience as opposed to a
Hell
black?
no.
Your comedy is your comedy.
My comedy is my comedy. I said the N-word.
Okay.
I do me. I'm not gonna switch it up for you. I'm not gonna make you feel comfortable. I'm telling my story. Why should I allow you to buy a ticket and come and tell me what you want to hear? You came to see me. I didn't come to see you. You have a lot of black comedians that can't perform in front of white people. My audience is pretty diverse. I got a lot of Trump supporters.
Right.
Oh, wow.
They were weighing my ass out yesterday. I posted that stuff. Oh, black woman, all this. They were weighing me out.
Right.
And I tell them it's about respect. You're going to have to respect that I'm a diehard Democrat. Right. And I believe in what I believe. And I'm going to respect you. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with you. The way you vote, that's what's great about this country.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna argue with you.
Right.
I cry with you, I pray with you, I fight you, but we're not gonna. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Right.
And you're gonna respect me.
Fight you.
That's
And
it.
pray with you.
And that's it.
But you're not gonna
You vote
argue.
whoever won day. The people spoke.
Now, I tell a story about I have a Trump supporter that's does my gutters right, and show up at my house. He got a Trump hat on. The man had a good deal, and he did a damn good job.
Yeah.
I done sent him over all my black friends' house. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, you know, that's his job. Yes. And he gave me a service.
Yeah.
I try to see both sides of everything.
Likewise.
And I got friends that, oh, no. People vote for all kind of reasons. Right. Taxes, you know, some of them racism, some of them this, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if honestly, sometimes my kids be telling me I'm a Republican. I need to vote over there sometime for the tax break. Right. It about to be some nice tax breaks. I call my accountant. I say, hey, the tax king just got elected. What you think can happen?
Well, the market went crazy this morning. We'll see how long it runs. I heard you, Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. Okay. Joe is a comedian, does a great job with the UFC and the digital space. He's the king.
He is.
You're good friends with him. So what's Joe like? Because you know him behind the camera, not in front of the camera.
Joe a nice person. Joe, you know, I hear a lot of things about Joe. People say he's racist, and I said, no, that's not the Joe I know. He's nice. Mm-hmm. If I ever need something, I can pick up the phone and call him. Hey, Joe, I can be honest with you. I can ask Joe to tweet out a show or help me with a show before I can ask a black comedian. And that's bad to say. When the pandemic hit, two people called me and asked me, was I going to make it through the pandemic? And one of them was Joe Rogan.
Wow.
And I said, huh? I said, no, I'm going to be okay. He said, you good? You good? And the other one was Bert Kreischer. I said, no, I'm going to be okay. I'm good. Not one black are you going to be?
Wow. Did you hear that? She said, 2 comedians called her when the pandemic first started and wanted to know if she's going to be okay, you know, because when the pandemic started, you could not go in the clubs and do stand up or anywhere because there was no one could go out, no one could gather. So a lot of people who were in the entertainment business took a financial loss, and if they weren't financially equipped for that loss, then a lot of them suffered. So Joe Rogan and Bert called her. Both are non-African Americans, called to see if she was okay, as to lend her a helping hand if she needed it. So wow, that's deep.
Be okay? You gonna make it through the pandemic? I don't even think we checked on each other like that. No, we didn't. I mean, Joe.
Because a lot of times, Miss Pat, when we call one another, we automatically assume, oh, you trying to find out something. You fishing.
Yeah, sometimes.
You fishing. You ain't called to sincerely check on me. You just try to, yeah, I know Miss Pat ain't doing good. I don't know.
Yeah, but that ain't how I take it from.
No, I'm not. No. I'm saying when we do that.
Yes. You gonna make it through this? I went downstairs in my basement and started painting my house in Indiana. The whole time the pandemic went on, I remodeled the house.
Right.
I mean, but and my daughter get on me all the time because she just see things one way. I see things down the middle. Like when people be talking that crap about Joe Rogan, that ain't the Joe Rogan I know.
Right.
He's a friend. He cares. If I call him, he'll pick up the phone. If he can help me, he will help me. And I mean, there were times I asked certain comedians to tweet out my show, and they wouldn't even do it.
Wow.
I asked Joe to do it, and no problem, Pat, just send it to me.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's because, we too busy thinking there's not enough space for all of us.
It happens all the time.
And it is. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. Mm-hmm. I want to see everybody on top.
It happened to me because I have a cognac. This is my cognac, Shea by Laportier. Laportier is poured.
You want to give me a few bottles for my party?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will. No problem.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah, no problem. And I send it to a lot of my friends. Now, when they send me things, T-shirts or product, I post it. Product, not one.
Not one.
Not one.
And I don't know why we like that.
Because sometimes we feel that if we get something, they lose something. Mm-hmm. Instead of, okay, well, he got it. Like, if somebody moves, like, I don't look at somebody, like I live in a neighborhood, nice neighborhood. If somebody black, what they doing over here? I don't look at it like that. I'm like, man, okay. Somebody else got some money, making enough money that can live here. Mm-hmm. I don't look at it, what they doing here. The same thing you do. It's a nice neighborhood, a nice school district. We well off. I don't know why we're like that, Miss Pat. I really don't.
Probably all the way date back to slavery.
That
one Negro that made
you in the house, you in the fields. Mm-hmm. I'm better than you.
I'm better than you. I'm light skinned, you dark skinned. Yeah. It's every time we have a black baby, until we break those curses, those things are still going to be spilled into our community. I've had people where they have on something and they be like, don't you ever tell nobody where you get your stuff from. Exactly. Well, then how's that company going to make money?
Exactly.
I don't care if you got on what I got on.
Right.
I don't care if we buy and do the same thing. I just want to be happy at the end of the day. But they say we crabs in the barrel.
Sometimes to an extent we are.
Now I'm going to post your alcohol. It was crazy because when Dion Cole, I saw you interview him.
Yes.
Dion Cole's show was so good to me. Oh, and his show came out during the pandemic. Baby, I went and grabbed his show and I just kept posting. Y'all go watch this show. Y'all go watch this show. And Dion Cole's like, man, you a real one. Nobody asked me to do that. But I did it because it was a good show. And it was on the same network, BET Plus, with me. And I wanted it to make it. And it came out at a time where we was just coming out of the pandemic and you really couldn't really talk about it. So I just went crazy. And I was like, y'all go watch Dion Cole's show. I would put his show on in a room and just let it run. Because I wanted his show to get a second season. Because it was a good show. The same thing with the other show, DR in Detroit. Nobody asked me to post that. I did it because we look alike and we're on the same network. And I'm there and I want you to stay there with me. And any which way I can. I don't want no part in the show. I just want people to know it's a good show out there. And my show ain't the only good show over there. And Tyler Perry's show ain't the only good show over there. It's they bringing in other producers and people to develop shows that's also good. That's why I did it. And BET was like, you posting other people's shows? Why not? It's good.
Right.
But that's what I do.
That's what you do. That's why you're so blessed, Miss Pat.
I mean, that's true. I mean, why not post other people's shows and promote them? It's not like if she promotes Dion's show, they're going to stop watching her show to watch Dion's show. I mean, if it's on the same network, therefore it's not playing at the same time. And a lot of the shows, you can play them on demand. So when you want to watch it, you can play it and watch it. And people are always looking for something to binge watch or something to watch once they're done watching something else. What's a good show to watch? So I get it. There's enough room for everybody. Why not promote others, especially if they're on the same network? That makes sense. Good job, Miss Pat.
I ain't worried about nothing. I'm happy.
What about joke stealing? Because that seems to be it's kind of like that seems like a big thing for comedians. Like, okay, you can steal the joke, but just give me credit. If you give me credit, come like a song. You can't steal my hook and so forth and so on without giving the person credit or asking the person for that for a certain amount.
I don't have that problem. I'm too personal.
Okay. So that was the part of the show that I wanted to react to. So Joe Rogan seems to be an upstanding young man in the eyes of Miss Pat. So a lot of people say a lot of things about Joe Rogan, but he does interview a lot of good people. I really enjoy his interview he did with Cat Williams and how he and Cat Williams just had just a conversation for over 2 hours. And Cat Williams was able to just show how intellectual he was as they talk about the different topics of discussion that they had at that interview. He also did an interview with President elect Donald Trump prior to the election that garnered over 40 million views. So that interview was almost 3 hours. And it was like a conversation, a 3 hour conversation that um, I felt was really interesting. It wasn't a typical Donald Trump, and he wasn't like doing a lot of, I don't know, pointing the fingers and accusing people. It was like a conversation that happened. And obviously the masses at large to watch the video enjoyed it because it garnered over 40 million views, had a lot of positive comments. I now I don't know. It had a lot of positive comments. And so Joe Rogan, I mean, people could say a lot about him, but judging from what Miss Pat is saying, he's a good guy and he looks out for the people that he feel are his close friends. So that's it for this video today. Please take the time to leave a comment. Tell me how you feel about Miss Pat and Joe Rogan's experience relationship. Give me some advice about how you feel about Joe Rogan. Please like my video. It costs you nothing. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you. I'm Sammy of Sammy's World. See you in the next video. Peace.